Hi, sixth graders, and welcome. Today we are going to look at types of maps. And right there in your learning target, I want you to write down I can recognize and analyze different types of maps. Okay, under uses of maps, I want you to just pick three of these as I talk about them and just jot down the three different uses of maps. First, they can be used to find and identify different places. They can also be used to describe places. What is a place like? What kind of physical features might it have? It can help us understand our world and its people. So it might be a map on religions or languages. It could also help us understand how people and places are related. We kind of already said find a place, so I'm going to skip that one. But it can also help us understand the past, and we'll see kind of an example of that in a minute. Okay, the first type of map that we're going to look at is a political map. Now, political maps show us boundaries of things like countries and states. They also will show us capitals and important cities, and you can just write those into your guided notes right now. And then I just want you to circle the country of Sudan and just draw an arrow from the word countries to Sudan, just to give an example. This is the continent of Africa, and that's the country of Sudan. You can tell that it's by these borders divide the countries, which is shown on the key. Um, Capitals in this particular map are shown by a star. So if we look at these little words with the cities, the starred ones are the capitals, and then also major cities or important cities. These are shown by dots. Okay, turn your notes over and we'll talk about physical maps. So physical maps help us to do a few things. It's really identifying features of the Earth's surface, bodies of water, plains, mountains. So you've got those down as examples. Here on again our map of Africa, you can see the Sahara Desert, so that's a big physical feature. We can see the Atlantic Ocean, which is a body of water. So that's kind of what physical maps tell us. Okay, we're now going to move on to special feature maps. Um, in your notes, you don't have this one, but I'm just going to talk about it. So a topographic map is kind of goes along with the physical map a little bit because it shows shape and elevation. So if you want to just jot down next to special features this word topographic map. And here you can see the different colors represent different elevations. So this red is the highest elevation, close to 6,000 feet above sea level. This is below sea level, so it shows depth of the water. And you can tell there's mountains here just by looking at our elevation. So in fact, Mount Everest is located right here, and that's kind of what a topographic map shows us. Okay, next we've got thematic maps. Thematic maps tell us about different things about people and culture, so you can write that in. One example here, and this is also in your notes, is different religions. So the purple here, if we look at the key, shows where Christian religion is practiced. Red over here shows where Judaism is practiced, and that's like right in here. So that's rather small. Light green is Islam, where that's mostly practiced. And so you see the lighter green here, and then they differentiate between different types of Islam. Um, Natural religions are the black, and if you look, you can find those too. And then any other groups are in gray. So anyway, just you use the key again to see what you're looking at based on the map. And again, maps can be on almost anything. This one has to do with population, population density. So how many people per square, this is kilometer. And as the colors get darker, the number of people go up. So you can kind of see that India is really dark, so it's got a lot of population per square feet. All right, historical maps. This helps tell us about the past. So oftentimes you'll see things like battle maps or what areas used to be part of empires and that type of thing, but they help us illustrate the past. So you can add illustrate the past, and this one just happens to be of a battle. If we look at, again, the key army movements on this are shown in blue, so we can see the attacks and um, the movements of the attackers are shown in red, and so they're kind of retreating. So we can kind of see that. And then last but not least is road and navigation maps. Now, these are probably the ones you're most familiar with, and you probably just use like on your phone, Google Maps or something to help you find your way. That's what they do. So this is a map of Northville. It shows I-275. So how do we get from, Northville or Ann Arbor to Farmington Hills? You can see on the map exactly the roads that it takes you. This map here is the historic district of Northville. So if you needed to find a particular building, you might use this map. It gives you street names, it gives you building locations, and that type of thing. Okay, so you have one reflection question at the bottom, and the reflection question that I want you to answer is, which type of map do you think will be most useful in this class, and why? So you're just going to do a prediction. Which map do you think might be most useful in our class this year, and why?